Más yoga, por favor. Just in time for the weekend. Day 13 of our 30-day fall fitness challenge. We have a quickie yoga flow for you today, so we'll get started right down on your mat. Coming down onto all fours. We'll start with some cat-cow. Inhaling, let the chin come up and the tailbone come up. You should look like a cow out in a field here. Exhale, rounding the shoulders, pull the belly button into the spine so you look like a Halloween cat. So now you know why it's called cat-cow. So inhaling into cow, exhaling into cat. Inhaling into cow, exhaling into cat. Take a couple more of these on your own. You should just flow with your own breath here. And after you've taken a couple more, make your way back to a neutral spine, rolling the toes under, taking the hips high and the heels down, coming into downward facing dog. Walk the feet out here, just let the head hang nice and loose, shaking the head yes, shaking the head no. Press back so you get a big stretch. Pressing into the palms of the hands, but also every single fingertip, all 5 fingertips on each hand, is pressing into the mat to press you back into this downward facing dog. Inhale, roll all the way up on toes. Take a nice big exhale as you bend the knees deep and walk the feet to the hands. I'm going to turn and face the camera here, but you can stay just how you are. So taking feet about hips width apart and just hanging in that forward fold, grabbing opposite elbows, letting the head hang down nice and loose. Shake the head yes, shake the head no. Just chill and hang out, opening up the low back here. Rolling up nice and slow, one vertebrae at a time, coming all the way up to the top, rolling the shoulders up into the ears, exhaling as they roll back and down. Take 2 or 3 big shoulder rolls here, and then changing your direction. Inhaling as they go back and up, exhaling as your shoulders roll forward and down. Then taking a nice big inhale, feet are nice and wide here, fingertips come all the way down, reach all the way up high and exhale as you fold forward. Wide leg forward fold, a little bit wider than we were before, but still nice and loose in the knees. Knees are just soft. Head is hanging down. Shaking the head yes. Shaking the head no. And then rolling up again, one vertebrae at a time, all the way up to the top. Head is the last thing to come up. When it does, the shoulders roll up, back, and down. Stepping to the front of your mat, letting the fingertips come down. Brush the mat. As you extend the arms up, the hands up, reach, 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 reach. Take a little bitty back bend here, and then exhale as you swan dive forward, coming into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Keep the knees nice and soft as you come up into this halfway lift. You should feel a nice big stretch in the hamstrings. Exhale back into that forward fold. Let the hands come down next to the feet. Step the feet back, high plank. Feel free to take knees at any time that we come to high plank position throughout this flow. Inhale, shifting forward, exhale, lower down to a low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog, opening up the shoulders. Exhale, downward facing dog. Walking the feet out. Should feel a stretch all the way from the heels, all the way up to the glutes. And anytime you come into downward facing dog, let the head just hang. Inhale, roll all the way up onto the toes. Exhale, nice deep bend in the knees. Walking the feet to the hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, fingertips down, out and around, reaching up, stretch. Little baby back bend here. Exhale, swan dive. We'll go through one more sun salutation. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, feet next to hands, stepping back, high plank. Inhale, shifted forward. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Walking the feet out. On the next inhale, let the right leg come up high. Stretch stretching back, and then stepping through right foot right between the hands. Stand up on the ball of the left foot as you reach the arms up, letting the fingertips bring that chest up nice and tall into a crescent lunge. Lean forward just a little bit here, get a little deeper. Take a nice big inhale. Exhale as you bring the hands right to heart center. Taking one more big inhale here. Exhale. Right elbow comes to the outside of the left knee, coming into a twist. I like to take my bottom hand into a fist and then just let that top hand press right into it so it opens the chest and lets the body twist. If you're feeling a little shaky here or even just tight and can't quite get into the twist that you would like, feel free to take a knee down. Sometimes you can actually get a better twist that way. Opens up the chest a little bit more. So either way, taking one more inhale. On the exhale, let that arm spread open wide. Let that left hand come down right next to that right foot so you can just open it up for just a second. Taking one more inhale here. Exhale, the right hand comes down outside the right foot, stepping it back, high plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Go ahead and stay in that downward facing dog for 3 or 4 breaths. I'm going to turn and face the other direction, but you just stay in your downward facing dog. Taking one more deep breath here. Exhaling. Inhale, left leg high, stretching it up. Exhale, step the left foot right between the hands. Staying up on the ball of the right foot, let the fingertips lift your chest up, stretching up, crescent lunge, left side. Take a nice big inhale. Exhale, sink, leaning forward just a little bit here. Pressing the hands together into a prayer position right in front. Take one more inhale. Exhale, as the right elbow now comes to the outside of the left knee. Coming into a crescent twist now on that other side. Opening it up, take a nice big inhale. Exhale, twist just a little bit more. One more inhale here. Exhale, let the right hand come down on the inside of the left foot. Open up that left arm. Inhaling. Exhale, left hand comes down right outside the left foot. Step it up, step it back, high plank. Inhale, shift it forward. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Walking the feet out. Rolling all the way up on the toes. Take a deep bend in the knees and then just jump the feet right through to a seated position. Sit up nice and tall and then roll down all the way down to your mat. Stretching the arms up overhead, letting the knees bend so the feet come about mat's width apart. And then just take a few windshield wipers here. Taking opposite knee to the inside of the opposite foot. Hug the knees in nice and tight. Nose to your knees like you're a little bitty egg. And then just release, letting the right foot or right ankle set right on top of that left knee. Let the hands come through and pull that left hamstring to you as you lay back and relax and get a nice big hip stretch here. So this is where you would probably want to hold for 5, maybe even 10 breaths. I'm going to go ahead and keep cruising through just for video purposes, but just know the longer you hold this, the more that hip will open up. So we'll take one more inhale, and on the exhale, release a couple of windshield wipers. And then we'll take the left ankle to the right knee. Take the hands, pull them right through, let that hamstring, pull the right hamstring to you now to open up the left hip. So a couple of different options here. If your hands don't reach when you're reaching through, it's no big deal. It just means your hips are super tight, which is very, very common. So grab a towel and roll it up and grab either end of it so it just extends your hands a little bit. A towel, a belt, a strap, anything you have just to give you a little more room is just fine. If you're not feeling much of a stretch here, go ahead and grab the front of the shin and lay back and pull this, pull the leg to you. I'm going to go ahead and keep it at my hamstring. And this right elbow you can see, or I'm sorry, left elbow, as you can see, is kind of pushing my left knee out just a little bit, just to get a little bit more stretch. All right, let's take a couple of windshield wipers here as we release that. Hug the knees nice and tight again. Keeping the right knee hugged in, send the left leg out straight. Both feet are flexed, so they're active here. Let the left hand guide the right knee all the way over as the right hand opens up. Now you'll want to look to that right hand. I'm going to look at you, but you'll want to look the opposite direction that you're twisting here. Pulling both knees back in, give them a squeeze. And then hug the left knee in this time. Let the right leg come out straight. Feet are nice and flexed. Let the right hand guide the left knee over as the left arm opens up now. Relax as much as possible here. Nice spinal twist. Again, this is another one you would probably want to hold for several breaths. But we're just going to cruise right through. So hug the knees in nice and tight. Inhale. And then exhale. Just relax. Let everything come down to the mat. Let your whole body just sink into the mat. And go ahead and stay here and just chill. Have a great weekend.